sees a big high rise when he's looking at a stretch of sand.
He ain't thinking about wind and tide or anything nature planned.
No, not anything that nature planned. Greedhead sees a barrel of bucks 15 stories tall.
He ain't thinking about the geese and the ducks who won't come back in the fall.
No, they won't come back in the fall. Oh, there's a safe harbor when the clouds are gathering. If we can raise the corn cake get lit in. Yeah, there's a safe harbor where you can meet a friend. So raise a glass to the corn cake get lit in. Greedhead sees a passel of yachts and guys with a lot of gold chains.
Cohort sees a clean fishing spot. That's the way it's gotta remain.
That's the way it's gotta remain. Greedhead sees a high-span bridge and toll booth turnstiles.
Cohort sees a big sand dune ridge and nothing for miles and miles.
No, not nothing. Nothing for miles and miles. Oh, there's a safe harbor when the clouds are gathering. If we can raise the corn cake get lit in. Yeah, there's a safe harbor where you can meet a friend. So raise a glass to the corn cake get lit in. Miss Jew'll serve you 3 good meals, but you gotta be there on time. Phone on the wall for a local call, she won't take your dime. She's been our friend for all these years. Corn cake in can't disappear. We gonna help out all we can. Want you folks to understand we're singing out tonight, just so you'll know that the coastal cohorts are on the road. Well, there's a safe harbor when the clouds are gathering. We can raise the corn cake get lit in. Yeah, there's a safe harbor where you can meet a friend. Raise a glass to the corn cake inlet in.
Starts with a plant at the bottom of the sea. Something green and slimy. Free lunch or water free. A house salad at the bottom of the sea. Up swims a shrimp and eats that flea. Maybe he gets lucky and he eats 2 or 3. But that sardine is a shrimp's downfall. When it hits my cracker, I'll be no all, 'cause I'm the king. I'm the king of the food chain. Yeah. Big black bass got to watch his back, looking out for a shark attack. But that shark will score, you know that it will. Didn't
chain, chain, chain of food, food, chain, 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 chain of food, food, chain, 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 chain of food, food, chain, 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 chain of food, chain, 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 chain of food, chain, chain, chain.
One, two, three, four.
Joyride, joyride, we're going on a joyride. Joyride, joyride, we're going on a joyride.
I don't care if it takes $30 to fill up the tank.
Joyride,
That money won't do me no good sitting in the bank.
joyride,
When it's all said and done, you got to have your fun, and I can't be the only one to joyride.
joyride, 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 joyride. We're going on joyride.
I said
Joyride, joyride,
joyride.
we're going on joyride.
The radio will play our favorite song. I love to say
got our car stuck in the sand.
Oh no.
It's there for good, but that's okay.
It is?
No, there's just one thing
Yeah.
I don't understand.
What's that?
Whose idea was this anyway? Whose idea was it to go for a ride down at the beach at the dead low tide? I mean, it's been fun, but we could have stayed home, could have stayed at the cottage, could have stayed at the house. High tide in the middle of the night. 888 don't answer calls up here, am I right?
You're right.
So whose idea was this anyway? What are we gonna tell Grandma? I don't know.
He don't know.
They don't know. What are we gonna tell the owner of the car? Whose idea was it to go on a spree, joyriding by the edge of the sea? I mean, it's been fun, but we should have stayed home, should have stayed at the cottage, should have stayed at the house. High tide in the middle of the night. That car's an artificial reef from now on, am I right?
It's a reef.
So whose idea was this anyway? Hey, hey. Whose idea was this anyway? Oh, I reckon I don't mind talking this way. I said, oh, I reckon I don't mind talking. I'm born on the sound side, sound side. And so's my wife, so's my wife. Sound side, ooh, sound side life. No telling me it's better out there. I said, no telling me it's better. I live on the sound side, sound side. And so's my wife, so's my wife. Sound side, ooh, sound side life. When the wind starts blowing and the white cap's showing, well, you better start stowing away. If you're out in the open, well, you better start hoping that the storm ain't sloping your way. Here in the marshes where I always hide. If you're out on the beach and the storm's in reach, wherever you are, it's not that far. Hop in your car and get rolling. Roll on down to see me sometime. Get rolling. Roll on down to see. I live on the sound side, sound side. And so's my wife, so's my wife. Sound side, ooh, sound side life. Woo! Starts blowing and the white cap's showing, well, you better start stowing away. If you're out in the open, well, you better start hoping that the storm ain't sloping your way. Here in the marshes where I always hide. If you're out on the beach and the storm's in reach, wherever you are, it's not that far. Hop in your car and get rolling. Roll on down to see me sometime. Get rolling, roll on down to see. I live on the sound side, and so's my wife, so's my wife. Sound side, ooh, sound side life. Sound side, ooh, sound side life. Be a high-tide on the sound side tonight. Sound side, ooh, sound side life. 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 Like I like it. Sound side. Well, I was parking one night by the fishing pier, holding my baby so close, so near. I heard this noise, what could it be? It's old Hubcap stripping my tires off me. I said, Hubcap, don't you do that stuff. He said,
Three's a crowd, but four's enough. You can just give me a little more time. I can sell your wheels at the
county line. Whoa, people, you don't never know who you gonna meet, who's gonna show what it is, what it's gonna be. Way down yonder, but down by the edge of the sea. Oh. Oh. Well, I remember when surfing hit the East Coast, everybody wanting to do it the most. Down Nag's Head where we once went, a fella named Gov had boards for rent. He said,
Boys, I'll tell ya what I'll do. I'll even throw in free lessons too.
He didn't say what made this sport so rough. The Carolina waves ain't big enough. Whoa, people, you don't never know who you gonna meet, who's gonna show what it is, what it's gonna be. Way down yonder, but down by the edge of the sea. Oh. Now we were telling you about Miss Mattie Jew.
She's sharp. She ain't nobody's fool.
She can run that old hotel, and everybody loves her dinner bell. Along come a hurricane, powerful big, knocked down her pier like a bunch of twigs. She said,
Boys, don't you worry about a thing. We'll be back in business
by next spring. Whoa, people, you don't never know who you gonna meet, who's gonna show what it is, what it's gonna be. Way down yonder, but down by the edge of the war. People, you don't never know who you gonna meet, who's gonna show what it is, what it's gonna be. Way down yonder, down by the edge of the sea.
Down by the edge of the sea.